Today we have Marcus Gilmore. Malcolm, do you have the hand clap on tap?
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Tap.
yeah.
Love it.
Like we always tell you guys, we either found our guests via Instagram or via TikTok. This time we found Marcus on Instagram.
Yeah.
I seen a post for the McDonald's All American game this year, I think. And he's like, "Yeah, I brought a little baby to the city." I was like, "Oh, I gotta holler at this guy." Like, I can only imagine how much stress that was just bringing a little baby to the city.
Man, you don't know. You don't know, man.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's how I found Marcus Gilmore. Of course, we've been going back to back. I think he's like the first person like to just hand out his number. He was like, all right. He said, "Hey, yo, this Instagram email stuff ain't working. Hey, just shoot me a text." I was like, all right.
Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep the conversation going.
Yeah. So he's a very dope person. He's stayed on top of. We talked via email, via IG, via text, whatever. And we got him here today. Read his bio. It's fucking amazing. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's low key amazing. He probably don't call himself this, but I think he's a marketing master, and also he calls himself the culture curator. I like that too.
Yeah.
So yeah, Marcus, tell the people about yourself. Like where did it start? How did you get into like just as far as everything that you do right now?
Man, so first off, I appreciate it, and I want to salute you all for again having a platform that speaks on not only what people need to hear, but also, you know what I'm saying, give them a little, educated ignorance, you know what I'm saying, having fun with it, but also keeping it real. And so thank you for the opportunity to speak here and chop it up and had a dang, I forgot the word that you called the conversation, but
Inner talk.
Inner talk. You know what I mean? So, man, so again, thanks for allowing me to chop it up with your audience too. So, man, my journey in the media and marketing overall started probably around the age of 10. I was at the church I went to and grew up in. I worked on the TV ministry. So like we filmed the services, then the services went on TV the next morning or on Sunday morning. And then we had like a radio spot. And so that entire time, my mentor just trained me every single day to every Sunday. So I was like one of those kids that was at church Monday, Wednesday, Sunday, all day. Don't let it be one of those days where I got to travel to another church in Dallas, Texas. So, man, I learned so much. And that was also the way that my mentor kept all the guys together. And from the age of 10 to all the way to 18, I served on this ministry and learned how to use the camera and learn how to record. And, I learned how to manage microphones and all of this stuff that, it's just hands-on experience. I went over to the University of North Texas, spent a little 6-year stint there, longer than you're supposed to, but at the same time,
you didn't want to leave. It's cool. You didn't want to leave.
I didn't want to leave. So I went to the University of North Texas and graduated from their television program called RTVF. Okay. And during that time, I was interning for Tom Joyner, one of the, I will say, he is one of the top 3 radio and media kind of moguls that we see or know of today that, he paved the way. Yeah. And I also interned at Texas Legends, which is the D-League team for the Dallas Mavericks. One thing I'll say about working at Tom Joyner, man, like imagine just being able to see this high level profile Black man pull up in a Ferrari and Rolls Royce every single day, like no off days, the fit crazy, drinking 1942, it was really like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I worked for his foundation after college, like that his son was my boss and he brought me on to work full time to run marketing for the foundation. So I came up with advertising campaigns to push donations for HBCUs. I helped raise close to $2 million over the span of 3 years working for HBCUs. And of course, I didn't go to college in the HBCU, so I had to go learn about this community.
Yeah,
it's different. They party different. They think different. The classes are different. Everything's different. And so I learned how to raise money for these schools because the alumni really do care. You just you got to go seek them. And so, man, I got to meet some amazing celebrities during this time, like creating commercials with an Erykah Badu or NDRE. You know, I met so many people like.
Instagram highlights are real.
Yeah,
I be scrolling through. I stole through Instagram one time. I'm like, oh, he was there.
Yeah,
he was there too.
It's so crazy. And it's so crazy, man. Like my parents always say is like, you have the opportunity. You have an opportunity. You were having an opportunity there that nobody gets. Mm-hmm. Tom Joyner used to do these cruises where he would go. It was called the Tom Joyner Cruise, and they would go 6 days, like a normal cruise for the carnival, but all black. I'm talking about lit comedy shows, concert, Frankie Beverly. It's turned, and I'm 24. I got a suite. My suite like overlooked the water. I got a balcony. You know what I'm saying? I'm the young guy. Like it's turned up.
Yeah, you
so
lit.
Yeah, it was and then at that same time, like I launched my first company, which is theculturesupplier.com, which was a media outlet, and it still is a media outlet that focuses on just really from a content perspective that is that empowerment. It's positive news. It's news that you can use. That's what I always said. Like at the same time while I was working at Tom Joyner, I worked for NBC5 News in Dallas. So during the week I was at Tom Joyner, and during the weekends I'm like running the production studio, running scripts back and forth, all of that. Saturday, Sunday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Now imagine I do want to go to the club. Like, so I hit the club, man. I would hit the club and then just like sleep in my car and then go pull up to the.
You missed the house sale.
I would live in my car, like, and when I say live in my car, like I literally just go from the spot, go to a Waffle House or IHOP or whatever is open.
Yeah.
Sleep a little bit and then pull up to the studio and get it in, like, and work on these morning shows from the 6 a.m., which is the first hit, all the way up to the last hit of the morning, which is like 10:45 or something like that before they go into regular daytime stuff.
Okay.
So like that's my two worlds for 3 years. And then I said, man, you know what? I need to take it to the next level. I had built my media company and I was getting a lot of work from that standpoint and covering events in Dallas. But I said I needed to like go get more advertising skills. And so I found a program that is called Verizon Ad Fellows. And it was an 8-month program. I'm like, all right, I'm going to go 8 months, go to New York. They're going to pay for everything. Like they paying for me to live there. The apartment, I got a job. Like I'm going to just do it.
Yeah, I'm cool. Right.
It's 8 months. Like and then I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna come back to Dallas, like, and just vibe or whatever, and just take that experience. Little did I know God had a completely different plan. So I ended up going to this program. I got in. I was one of the oldest in the program. I'm 27 at the time. Everybody else is like 23, 24. So of course I got the big head. I'm like, bro, I work for Tom Joyner, bro. Like I'm good. Like, you know, that's my mindset. But also God is humbling me to make me go through this program, but also giving me exposure to the life that I desire.
Yeah.
One thing that I think is really interesting about this story is that I've never been to New York. There is probably only two things written down in my like space, like my journals or like an email that says I want to go to New York. And one is like to work for a big media company out there that I didn't get an internship for. And then another one was just like some kind of random thought. But when I looked at an apartment there, the apartment was not on Google. So I moved there not seeing the place.
That's scary.
Right? But it was there, but Google hadn't updated Google Earth to show the place.
That's why you can't find something on Google.
Yeah.
No, that's why. Like you type in something on Google, you can't find it. Like go,
you can't find it.
It's your one
hell of a gamble.
Yeah,
it's a hell of a gamble too.
But you know, I went. I was blessed. My dad was able to come with me, and I packed 3 big suitcases, moved, and joined this program. At the end of the program, I got accepted an offer to another agency called Momentum Worldwide, where I did experiential marketing for Verizon on their sports partnerships. So they had partnerships with the NFL, the NBA, and Major League Soccer. If you ever watch an NFL game, you'll all the time you'll see like Verizon powered by 5G, da da da. Like I'm working on that. That's the stuff that I worked on. And like if you show up to a game, you would see these Verizon experiences. I was literally building those with this team at this company. So and then I moved to another agency. Now I'm at a company where I do sports, music, and fashion for McDonald's. So right now, the last program I just launched was the McDonald's All-American Game. That did feature Lil Baby. It featured DJ Oreo. Cole Bennett came out. We also had Brittany Elena. We brought out Iman Shumpert. And then I also did a 7-city kind of different cities within Chicago, like promoting the game and did these activities and whatnot.
Yeah,
so
I seen a couple of the food trucks or something like that.
Man, so we brought out the food truck.
Like
Yep. So that was really big. It was something I had prayed for, and that is in one of my journals. One day I'll release that kind of piece that says like, you know, you write down what you want and in some kind of way you manifest those things. And I just trust God and he gives me these capabilities. I'm not doing this, right? Like it's not me. It's just, you know, I just operate in that space. Like I have to keep going forward. But I don't know how much time I took up with that one, but that was a lot to tell. Yeah, I hope I hit the high points on that one.
No, you definitely did. No,